Yo, we here with RKT Appraisals in the building. Rashidi and Kayleen, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's popping, man? So today we talking about, the importance of networking. You know what I'm saying? So let's go in. Let's just jump it off. Let's go. Y'all can make it happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's important to network to stay ahead of the game, man. I mean, networking and talking to people around you, that helps you learn stuff. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, you can't keep to yourself. A lot of times people just stay in their little pockets, their little shells, but you need to be outreaching, talking to all kinds of people, gas stations, everywhere, just in general, because you never know what somebody else knows. Network with people, they tell you about different things going on. You know what I mean? Like anything from in life where, you know what I mean, from just paying a bill, something you might not even know about, a program, a grant, any single thing. Like, oh, I got this car payment. Oh, where you got your loan through? Oh, let me use that bank. Oh, that bank do this. Like, just networking with people in general is a big thing, man. It's a big thing.
No, that's facts. Definitely facts. Yeah. Yo, true story. Just yesterday, I was in the gym in my apartment building, and there's this dude that I be seeing, little skinny nigga with glasses and shit. So he be saying what up to me, and I say what's up just out of common decency. But like you know when you could be like you look at people and you don't really think they cool, so it's like you ain't really going out of your way to fuck with them like that.
Right.
And I'm saying this for a reason. I'm saying this for a reason because that's how a lot of us think, right? It's like you said, Rashidi, we in our own world, we in our own zone, and we're not really fucking with niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in here to, get my reps up and then get the fuck out of here. Like fuck you and shit. Like I don't, what I'm saying? Like you like in my mind, no disrespect to the kid, but in my mind, I'm like, this nigga's a nerd, man. This nigga's a dweeb. I don't got nothing to say to this nigga. Like, what I'm saying? Like, why you even talking to me, nigga? Like, fuck out of here. Like, But I always say what's up because, my mom taught me to be respectful and all that.
Right.
But I never went out of my way to say nothing to him. Okay. Now, this was yesterday. Now, mind you, the time that I saw him in the gym before, he was with this thing. He was with this bad shorty. And I was like, okay, maybe he's not such a nerd.
Right.
Yo, shorty, big ass titties, nice ass, pretty face, Spanish joint. Now, that was the last time I saw him. When I saw him, I said, what's up? Same deal. Just a quick what's up and a quick piece, whatever. And then, and another time to add to the whole dweeb impression that I had on him, he came to the gym with some dude that looked more he looked more like a dweeb than even he did. So I'm thinking to myself, that's the type of niggas he hanging out with, then I definitely don't want to have nothing to do with this nigga. But then after that, I saw him with the chick, and I was like, okay, well, maybe, maybe he got whatever. Maybe he got some game, maybe whatever. And again, I'm saying this on purpose because a lot of our own, like we judge books by the cover. We have misconceptions about people where we don't think that they can help us. We don't think that they might have an idea that could, put us in a better position and things like that. You understand? Okay, so I'm in the gym yesterday. He comes in there and he said same shit. Little what's up, whatever. That's it. So then he says to me, he was like, "Yo, so you remember that shorty I was in here with last time you saw me?" I was like, yeah, I remember, nigga. Like, yeah. And then he ended up telling me this whole story about he had to like cut her off because she had 4 kids and 2 baby daddies and all of this crazy shit. And she flew out from Chicago to come stay at his crib. And so I had to switch into Miles Cunningham mode. And I had to give him a whole I basically gave that nigga a fucking whole dating consultation. You understand? And he was like, and I had to tell him, I was like, yo, don't take my assertiveness as disrespect, but I do this professionally. Like, this is what I do. I tell niggas how to deal with chicks and blah, blah, blah. So then we kept talking. Come to find out this nigga has a successful internet marketing business. You understand? And I started talking to the nigga, and instantly he started giving me $1 million ideas just in a little fucking conversation, bro. You understand? And I'm saying to myself, imagine the whole time me and this nigga could have been building.
Right.
And mind you, after I get off of this podcast, I actually have because we got a little lobby in the apartment building. I have a meeting with him at 5.
Right.
where he's going to show me how to use some new program and all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I say all of that to say you can't just write people off and you don't know them. You understand? You can't just be in your own zone thinking that you the coolest nigga and fuck everybody else. You understand? Sometimes it's people out there that got shit going on. And you know, sometimes too, another thing I'll say is that a lot of times we don't understand networking so much so that, like, you ever be somewhere and somebody's like trying to start a conversation with you and you looking at them like, who's this nosy ass nigga asking me all these fucking questions? Right. A lot of times it ain't necessarily just them being nosy. Is that they understand the importance of networking.
Right.
You understand? So they're trying to create a situation with you too, because they don't know because they could probably make some money off of you or with you and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? So networking is definitely important. And I fucking lived this story just yesterday. So I just wanted to share that real quick.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's exactly what it's all about, though. Because like you said, you never know. And like you said, that entire time you could have been networking. The great thing is you didn't miss the opportunity. But that's literally the point, where you could just be seeing someone, just a basic hello. You never know what that conversation is going to spark. You know what I mean? Type of thing. You never know what it's going to lead into. Something simple. Oh, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. I mean, you know, myself, I mean, you know, in real estate, you know what I mean? I was just talking to a bank the other day for a client, just getting some information. I ain't released that I was in real estate, but was just talking to him. And the next thing you know, we start talking about real estate, all types of stuff. Start giving me all kinds of information, all the states he's licensed in and all that type of stuff. So networking is key, man. Building these relationships with people is key. Doesn't matter who it is.
It doesn't matter. It's facts.
Right.
Absolutely. I mean, shout out to, you know, everybody in the chat as well. You know, but yeah, but when it comes to network marketing, man, people got to realize, like, people are your business. Like, whether we want to accept it or not, we in the people business. You know, that like, people are technically our bosses. Like the clients, our clients are our bosses, whether we want to accept it or not. Because without the clients, you know, without the subscribers, you know, we wouldn't have a business.
Right.
So you got to think of any time you're out. I went to the market this morning and I'm thinking about, like, you know, who I can talk to. And even if nothing major comes out of it, it's like going to the gym. Like, when you exercise, when you go to work out every day, you're going to see the results at some point, right? And the same thing when it comes to talking to people. Even if you don't get a name and a number, even if you don't exchange your social media or something like that, you're going to get some type of information. You're going to get something out of it. But that comes from the working that muscle of just talking to people every day, saying hi, how you doing? What's going on? Whatever it is, you know, so it could be something as minimal as just saying hi, or it could be to the highest extreme of, you know, getting somebody's contact information and y'all have an hour or two conversation on how y'all could benefit from each other's, you know, services, you know. So networking is everything, especially in today's time. Like, what are you doing if you're not networking at this point? Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
They say your network is your net worth.
Yep, 100%.
Bars, nigga. Bars.
No, that's the real shit though. And you know, the funny thing is, like, a lot of people, they still have this like thought of like, oh, you know, I don't need nobody. I'm just do everything myself and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't need nobody. And the funny part is that, you know, you don't realize that even though you're not necessarily networking, you still, whatever you're doing, you're still utilizing other people. You understand? Right. So like a dude might say, well, I don't need nobody, but, you know, he's ordering Grubhub or DoorDash. Like, I'm like, how you expect the food to get to you if that dude didn't come bring you food? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, they're still doing this shit. You feel what I mean? So the thing is that when it comes to networking, it's good because you meet people who might be in situations that you would have you could utilize, and then that you'd have probably never like had access to that if you didn't meet that person. You understand? Right. And so the thing is that you're talking to a person, you're like, oh shit, that's something that could grow my business or expand my network. And I just met this one person who could change all of that, you know what I'm saying, within like overnight, basically, because you got the idea, you got the access to whatever they're talking about. And then on the flip side, you can also give them some value, you understand what I'm saying, or something they can need. So it's always a good thing to do that, because most of the time, truthfully, a lot of times when you see successful people, if you ask their story, oh, so how'd you get this going or how'd you get that going? A lot of times they'll be like, oh yeah, well, I knew this person, or this person hooked me up with that, or, you know, my friend knows this guy who knows this other person who, you know what I mean? You always hear those stories. So it's like, because for example, me and Miles was just in Miami a few weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, while we were there was all these other people we were working with, networking with, was able to get connections and do other like jobs and make more money just by being at that place. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
That's
you know what I mean? So it's some real shit.
Yeah, it's definitely. You know what's crazy, Miss Lokari? You know when like it's true what they say. It's about who you know, right? Even past entrepreneurship. Like, I'll go back as far as 9 to 5. Like every job that I ever got is because I knew somebody that worked.
Right. Exactly.
I've never gotten a job just filling out an application and them calling, like, not never, ever. Every time I got a job was because I knew somebody who worked there.
Right.
And they plugged me in.
Yeah, that's how it usually happens. That's how it usually happens a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it happens.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. So that's important because, you know, a lot of people are out there, they're like, you know, trying to find jobs. Now imagine you, like you said, you have somebody and you know them, and that's why you got the hookup to even get to that position or that point. You know what I mean? Because even at jobs, they say usually when a spot is open, they'll ask the people who work there, hey, do you know somebody who can fill this position? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This shit is crazy, man.
You know, I went to this I went to this place. I don't know if y'all know what a colonics is.
Nah.
Anybody?
What's that? Nope, never heard of it.
Okay, well, it's basically colon hydrotherapy. So basically they clean out your colon with water. It's kind of weird because they do got to stick something in your ass, and they basically stick a hose in your ass and run water through it.
That sounds.
Yes.
But it's a way to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to maintain, you know, gut health. It's a way to like to clean out, because in your intestines is you know, it's different shit that could like get stuck up in there and all this type of shit. So it's a way to like, you know, keep your health going. Like the lady that does it, bro, she's 60 years old. And she, you know, all racism aside, she's a white lady. And she's 60. And trust me, if you saw her, you wouldn't think she's a day over 38, 30, like 40 something.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's because she's been doing it. She's been doing colon hydrotherapy for over 40 years. And I'm looking at her like, yo, I'd smash. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make, I don't know why I got all personal about it. Well, you know what it is? Honestly, I think it's something good, and I think more people should know about it. Because notice how I just asked all of y'all, and none of y'all knew what the fuck it was. But you know, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, think about colonic. See, Onyx know what it is. Onyx is familiar with getting the hose shoved in the asshole and letting wash out her intestine. She's you know, and this lady, she says she does it every 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? To keep her insides, you know, clean or whatever. But anyway, and you know, it's a good way to because you know a lot of people get colon cancer and all that shit. It's a good way to prevent that type of shit, all that type of shit. It's a lot of great benefits to it. But anyway, point I'm trying to make is that it's a decent business. And me being a videographer, I asked the lady, I said, yo, so do y'all market? Do y'all have an online presence or anything? And she was like, no. I was like, what? I was like, so how do you get your business? Word of mouth.
Right. That's crazy.
And she was like, most people that come to us, they always come back. But she said all 100% of her business is word of mouth, or because she also does energy therapy. So she's like she's also like a spiritual guide therapist type of person. So she also kind of not persuades, but she suggests that people try the colonics after she do work with them on some therapy shit. You understand what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is that her entire business is networking.
Right.
and she's pretty successful. You understand? And she said even through the fucking pandemic, it was a slowdown, but she was good through the whole thing. You know, so you know, the point I'm trying to make is that some businesses don't, you know, as much as social media is so prevalent and such, you know, marketing is such a big thing. But think about it. She don't have to even spend money on marketing like most other businesses. Right. Because all of her shit come from networking and word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So one person get a colonic done, they see the changes that it do for them, health benefits and all the different shit. And then they be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna bring my matter of fact, as soon as I left the colonics place yesterday, the first thing I did was send the address to my homegirl. That was the first fucking thing I did. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So networking is heavy. But again, you know, the reason why I got all personal is because I want niggas to know what colonics is and to think about doing it because it's something that can help. You know, especially
think about it. I need control. I'm sorry. Even in the future, that's something that everybody needs to check out is their colon at some point.
No, facts.
You know,
facts.
So you know, you might want to get ahead of the game. That's actually a great thing if you really think about it.
No,
you
facts.
know, so you got me thinking about it, right?
No, facts. No, trust me, it's weird, bro. It's weird, but like I look at it like this. You know, if you ever wash your ass in the shower, then it ain't much of a difference, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. It really ain't much of a difference. If you wash your ass, because you know sometimes you got to get up in there because it be itching. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't do it right. So
and that's the power of the word of mouth. We here talking about hoses and ass and shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's the power of word of mouth when it comes to network marketing. That's, to me, that's one of the biggest forms of networking is word of mouth, 100%.
Look.
Hold on. Let me put the solo layout.
This is a 2-year-old picture of a 60-year-old woman. So she took this picture at age 58.
Wow.
That's her.
That's crazy. Yeah, she doesn't look a day over 42.
That's what I'm saying. That's
crazy.
Yeah, because the health for the most part is it lies in the gut.
Bro, and they have this machine where it shows the line that goes to because it's connected to they have a thing that's connected directly to the sewer, and it has a transparent tube that you can see the shit that's coming out of your body. Bro, ridiculous, bro, like ridiculous. You know, like so, and you know, it makes your body feel different. Do y'all notice how my skin be glowing and shit? Like, come on, man.
Crazy. Oh man. But no, that's the thing with networking, man. It's something that, you know, like really helps to get from point A to point B. Facts. In a quicker manner, actually. Like it's almost like a little bit of a cheat code. And the reason why is because what happens is you still have to be on your side of the end, being able to deliver whatever you're trying to do. But at the same time, all you need to figure out or find out is or get into contact with is the person that matches where your talent or whatever it is you're doing can flourish. So it's just like, for example, like you might have a person who's an actor who, you know, wants to like really make it and shit. And then they network in and talking to different people and they finally meet somebody who's like the son of the director of this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people get put on too. Like a lot of your favorite rappers, you only know them because they were networking. You understand what I'm saying? They got put on by this person helped them out. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, it's little shit like that, you know, can take a person from, you know, this point to like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is ridiculous.
Plus, what I like to tell people too all the time is that no matter who you interact with, they gotta know something that you don't know. You know what I mean?
Facts.
No matter what,
that's facts.
No matter how slow the person might be or stupid you might think they are, they gotta know something you don't know. So just something as simple as sparking a conversation, you never know what that leads to.
Exactly.
Right. That's real shit.
Exactly. You never know what that leads to. Yeah, and I like the point that Kaylee made earlier about the fact that, you know, pretty much all our businesses rely on people. You understand? And it's crazy how some of us want to make so much money, but we're not willing to interact with what would be customers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like in my situation, how, like, think about it. How did dude know to talk to me about the situation with him and the girl yesterday?
Right.
Like, why? What made him say, yo, you saw me here with the shorty yesterday, right? And blah blah blah, and this, that, and the third. And then I started like telling him, like, yo, bro, why'd you do this? And what made you make this decision? And do you understand your value as a man? And all of this shit. And he was like, yo, I never thought of it that way.
Right.
Wow. He was like, yo, you ever? And then he started naming other niggas on YouTube. And you know what's an interesting thing? He knew so many niggas on YouTube. But I said, yo, you ever heard of this dude named Mr. Lucario? He was like, no, I never heard of him.
I know, right?
And all of the niggas, all of the motherfuckers that he mentioned came up in our fucking comment sections.
Exactly. Dudes that used to watch us. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, bro.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
Stems from also. I'm a big believer of the law of attraction, right?
Yeah.
And so, y'all energy, y'all so into what you guys are doing that the universe can't help but put people who want to hear what you do in front of you,
right?
Whether you want it or not at this point, because you're so sold out to y'all dream. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and that's a heavy lesson in networking, because in order for you to be an effective networker, you have to embrace your identity, your individual talents is what makes the network work. You understand what I'm saying? Because if everybody was the same, then what's the reason for us being connected?
Right.
You understand? The reason why we want to connect to other people is because, well, that guy does, like she does colonics over there, and then this other nigga does marketing, and then this other nigga does, relationship advice, and this other guy does RKT appraisals where you can get financial information and stuff. You understand? And because we're all complicated beings, and we need different facets of our lives to be improved at any given point. So that's why we need to, make sure that because for example, let's flip the story. I could have easily tried to downplay what I actually do. I could have easily been like, well, that happens sometimes, bro. Sometimes,
right.
You meet a chick and she's cute and all that, but it just doesn't work out. All right, man. I'm gonna get back to my workout, man. All right, peace. You have a good day. I could have done that,
right?
But I am who I am so much, bro.
Right.
That when he started talking to me, I'm like, all right, listen. All right, so this happened. Okay, then that happened. Okay, so why did you do this? And what happened here? And did you know about this? And blah, and then I started getting into shit. Like, it just came out of me naturally, bro. Like, because this is who I am. And so that shit shined right through to the point where now I have a meeting with this nigga today at 5 to go over business, to improve my business.
Right.
Because he's already coming up with ideas because I am who I am. That inspired him to be who he is.
Right.
See, I'm the nigga with the message, but he's the nigga with the marketing skills.
Right. And
he sees the value of my message because I helped him in just a regular ass conversation.
Right.
You understand? So another component, and I'm glad you brought this up, Kayleen. Another major component of being an effective part of a network is that you got to embrace who the fuck you are.
Right, exactly.
And keep it in your conversation and never shy away from it.
Absolutely.
You understand? Because that's what allows the things that are gonna come to you. That's how they're gonna come to you, because you being you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have that old saying, don't block your blessings. Bro, you have to think the angels, before God send and this is whether you believe in it or not, just take the analogy. Before God sends the angels, if God describes you to the angels, and at the time of at the time of your blessing, you're acting like a different fucking person, then guess what? You understand what I'm saying? If God gives a description and says, yeah, he a bald-headed nigga, he got a gold chain on, and he's wearing like an orange wife beater.
Right.
You understand? And he talk real fucking loud, and he always be cussing and shit. You understand? Right. But then when the angel come around to actually give me my blessing, all of a sudden I'm like, hey guys, how's it going?
Right. Right, exactly.
And the angel is looking at the paperwork like, that ain't this nigga.
That ain't that guy.
That ain't that nigga. Nah, that's not him. I gotta go back to God with the blessing because I can't find who he was sending me for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why if you want to be a part of a network, you gotta be you.
Right.
You gotta be you, because if, like I said, if all of us is exactly the same, then what's the point of connecting? You see what I'm saying? I don't need to connect to you if you just like me. I already know me.
Mm-hmm.
So if we the fucking same, then stay over there, nigga. You good?
Right.
But because we're different, because that's so crazy how it is today, where everybody's, oh my God, I'm looking for a safe space and I'm trying to fit in, and I just want to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. I want everything that comes with being me. Everything.
Mm-hmm. The
good, the bad, the ugly, all of it.
Right.
Because all of it is meant for me and I want it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a greedy motherfucker like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm greedy like that. And I'm not afraid of the bad and the ugly.
Right.
I mean, of course I'll take the good, but see, that's a problem with most people. They're willing to take the good, but they run away from the bad and the ugly. But again, all of it adds to your experience. You understand? So the question is, are you brave enough to actually be who you are? Are you brave enough to actually be a part of a network?
Right.
You understand? Do you have the confidence to actually show who you are and be of value to other people?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's fact.
Shout out to Danny in the comments, and Monogamous Player also. He said other people. He said you can be a conduit and introduce other people to other opportunities.
Right.
So yeah, 100%, 1000%.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times when you network and you're able to do things for people, right? They don't forget that type of shit. So whenever anything comes around, or usually they'll come back and be like, yo, I got this opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And yo, this thing is happening because they understand what you do. And they're like, yo, so when somebody says, hey, do you know somebody that can, let's say you're a fucking, a fucking, I don't know, you do some type of shit with your job or whatever the hell you do. And then you are networking with people, you help this other person meet this other person. And then somebody might say, hey, do you know somebody who does the exact thing that you do? They're going to hit you up and be like, yeah, I know this dude that blah, 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 because you already helped them out. So it's one of these things where you're part of their network and and he's part of your network. So now he's going to be the first person that you're probably going to hit up if somebody needs what he has. You see what I'm saying? Because that also creates a network between you and the new person that you're hooking him up with. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's the thing. That's how strong.
I would kind of piggyback off that and add to that and say, you also want to be the guy who is good at what you do.
Right.
Because there's multiple people that are going to be doing what you do.
Exactly.
And what makes you stand out like a sore thumb versus the other person. So even if I know you, right, me knowing you is it's not enough for the referral for me to say, you know what, I need you to talk to this guy.
Right.
I need to know, not only do I know you, but you're good at what you do.
Right.
Because then you're also a reflection of me, because now I'm introducing you to somebody else.
Exactly. Right. Right. That's facts. And that's a good point too, because the fact is that if I know you're unreliable, I'm not going to introduce you, even though I have the power to do it, because I'm not going to fuck up my relationship with this other person.
Exactly. Yeah. Reputations. Yep. Reputations. Right. Yep. That's facts. That's facts.
That's the other thing. So that's why sometimes and this is funny, sometimes this is where you will know people and you'll be like, yo, why don't you put me on? And they ain't putting you on because you ain't really about that life. You want some bullshit. So that's why they ain't gonna fucking put you on. Because they're like, I ain't gonna introduce you to my network and then you fuck my shit up. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why it's important to actually be on point. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You feel what I mean? It's some real shit. It's some real shit. But yeah, so anything else you want to say, Killing, before we wrap this up? Because I think Rashidi had got cut off because of the connection and all that?
What I would say is that definitely call RKT Appraisals.
Yes.
You know, like I said, we specialize in life insurance, mortgage protection, now real estate, things of that nature. Also, just develop your craft. Whatever you do, just be the best at what you do. You know, be a perfectionist. You know, at that. Also, yeah, just give us a call. And shout out to everybody who's in who tuned in today, who was in the comments. Once again, Danny, monogamous player. The other lady that was there as well, forgot her name. But yeah, everybody who's tuned in. Onyx, yes.
Yeah, Onyx. Perone, Kenwood Drive, Joe Blast, and Danny. Yep.
Yep. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody who came out. You know, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. So guys, make sure again, go to rktappraisals.com. You know what I'm saying? And we'll holler at you guys later, man. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Peace.
Go on, we out. Later.